Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We got mad daily scores. Today is a daily. We have mods on. Let's stop that. Mod, get out of here. Hello, you RPGing of Isaac mod. Hello, you stinky mod. Okay. Daily run. But first, let's check on yesterday's run. It was the best run by score and by rank I think I've had in Afterbirth Plus. We have moved to 38th on the leaderboards, but I think that is on its way up. I think we're trending upwards right now. That's statistically unsound, but still I feel it in my heart of hearts. Yesterday we came 16th on Greedbutt, 0.12 percentile, with a score of 53,160 points. That has moved us again to 38th place. Although I'm not sure that the leaderboards have updated yet, because I'm still like equidistant from the people behind me as I was yesterday. Anyway, it doesn't really oh my god. It doesn't really matter. This one goes all the way as Eve. Nothing perceived to be special about this run right now, but I'm okay with it. Wait, is Eve's starting damage always 2.63? I mean, I get it. You know, Whore of Babylon and the Razor Blade can be pretty powerful. 2.63 though. A little bit on the light side. And I'm not talking about no dang old Luke Skywalker, man. I gotta admit, I don't know if I'm seeing the board that well today, but that's what is interesting about dailies. You know, we had a super early appointment today, because we are lame and crazy. We had a 9 a.m. appointment to get our cats groomed. I swear to you. So you know, of course, I always say, like, oh, I used to have trouble sleeping. I don't have trouble sleeping anymore. The reason I don't have trouble sleeping anymore is because usually, I don't have a time when I need to wake up. If I have a time that I need to wake up, I get like 3 hours of sleep and wake up every 45 minutes to make sure I didn't oversleep, even if it's just something as silly as, you know, getting our cats groomed. So I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say sleep deprived, but I'm just a little tired right now. You might be able to tell from the sound of my voice. But you know what? Sometimes that can be the sort of thing that can elevate your game. You know, throwing a little, something to mess up the homeostasis a little bit, if you know what I mean. I take it frame by frame this. We'll try for a second secret room. I mean, we do have bombs. We might as well look, and it appears to have worked out relatively well here. I would love to get an arcade on this floor. Well, I mean, get the chance for an arcade on this floor, and then on the next floor, take advantage of that. 2 bombs for 6 cents is an acceptable trade. Takes us up to 9 cents with a number of bombs remaining. I recognize we could use the Razor Blade. I don't 100% want to do this until I know that our HP is going to be fine. So I would perhaps ideally like to see some kind of payout from this boss on the HP front, and there it is. Let's just see if we get an arcade on the next floor before we make any bold moves here, because for right now this is actually really good. But we can get access, no matter what, we can get access to that boss trap room. Whether or not it's a good idea remains to be seen, but I don't think there's any particular rush right now. Other thing to keep in note, this is a run that goes all the way to the end, except for Mega Satan, so we are basically just minimizing our damage penalty. And those kind of dailies tend to be dailies that I'm the worst at. And I'm not just trying to set this up so if I do well, people go, oh my god, he's overcome all odds, you know? Be wary of the underdog, or people who try to sell themselves as the underdog despite having advantages. Everybody loves an underdog and everybody knows it. I'll just tell you straight up, we came 12th yesterday. We beat people who are better than us, but we are pretty good. So, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say we're a favorite to win, but I'd say, or to get, you know, in the top 10 even, but I would say, you know, we ain't no slouch when it comes to Isaac. I'll also say this ain't SeaWorld, it's as real as it gets. I'm on a boat, motherfucker, don't you ever forget. Don't have anything to do with that there. Lots of big rooms here, I don't really like that. I do like that rainbow poop, though. Have to say as well, we're making very good time, despite having 2.63 damage. I'm imagining, by the way, the reason I'm not using the Razor Blade right now is not related to our damage penalty. I don't believe that we get a damage penalty for using IV bag or razor blade. I'm like 60-40 on that though, which means like there's a high degree of uncertainty. I don't think that I'm 100% confident, but I would rather play a blood bank and potentially get some extra value out of our HP. If we don't have the option, we don't have the option. The other thing is we might just want to, you know, go to this deal with the devil. And on the deal, well, we presumably will get one, unless we royally fuck up the rest of this floor. But we should have a good chance of getting a deal with the devil if we can take 1 2-heart deal or 2 1-heart deals, or, you know, you can run the math on the permutations there. We got a lot of options for getting ourselves down to boss trap room HP productively. Certainly not a sin to use the razor blade, but perhaps not necessary. Although I would like to speed up. I'll give you that. Wow, I fucked this one up a little bit, but we have so many bombs that it's actually fine. And the luck upgrade there is hugely valuable. Just before we go to the boss room, I'd like to sort out the entire floor if possible. So, I mean, that felt very good. We'll use razor blade on the way in there. Now we know there's no arcade. Ooh, and we've already seen our deal with the devil. I think you take... Yeah, this is a tough one, man. I think you keep the razor blade and take Eye of Belial. You get the Whore of Babylon, you keep some red hearts that you can use for yourself. You keep the razor blade, you get Whore of Babylon. I mean, there's some positives that come as a result of this. And we don't need to be in full permanent Polaroid invincibility yet. I'd rather keep some flexibility, actually, so that we have just checking for spirit hearts. I'd rather keep some flexibility so we have the chance to get more deals with the devil in the future. But I'll just admit we are going to be a little slow coming out of this floor. And that's bad. You really want to keep pace early so you have more flexibility later. But it's also, you know, to some extent, what are you going to do? You know, we had to check every available advantage here. Obviously, we do range down. Not that bad. Obviously, we do very well against Larry Jr. with something like, you know, Belial Tears. Or Eye of Belial, I should say. I was thinking that maybe the Book of Belial is worth grabbing, but I think the only thing that Book of Belial is better for than the razor blade is that it really fits the lyrics of Marilyn Manson's The Beautiful People. The Book of Belial, the Book of Belial. Okay. Please let me into this room. We are finally basically good to go. We're gonna be like 2 minutes behind schedule, but we've also done everything. And we're gonna have a lot more pace on the next floor. So I'm not overly bummed about it. We also have, you know, I hate to do it, but at the same time, look, watch our score. We're going to be at like 33-75. Fuck you, Curse of the Maze. This is getting a little ridiculous. 33-75. We walk in, we go to 33-93 despite the loss of a key. No money, that's fine. I was thinking, of course, we'd maybe go Trinket Smelter. No Trinket Smelter available. We have to get out of this floor. If this 1 minute that we're spending right here could cost us big time, long term. Just trying to think of, like, what else... Man, it missed, but at least it slowed him down. What else might we want from that deal with the devil? Like, I wouldn't mind grabbing the headless baby, but I don't think we need Book of Belial except for Bookworm. Having a speed upgrade, the range is mostly irrelevant, but having a speed upgrade is very nice. Okay, so given that we're fairly far behind schedule right now, it is important for me to go faster. It's also important for me to, you know, not take any preventable damage that has no, like, acceptable reason for taking it. Like, as of right now, I think we played very well on today's run. But we have a long way to go before we're feeling that great about our overall progress. Like, that was a huge miss, to be honest with you. I was point blank range, still fucked it up. But I would love to get some tears and damage upgrades Bombs have been extremely helpful on this run. Like, I try to focus on the positive. I gotta be honest with you, the daily run in Isaac, I understand that some people are like, it's not that zany. I get that. This is really like my daily meditation, though. This is like my morning newspaper, crossword puzzle sort of thing. And it really helps me stay, don't like to use the B word, but it helps me stay balanced, you know? It helps me stay in a routine and stay productive, quite honestly, because it gives me something to do at the start of each day. Now, dailies probably won't be around forever. Eventually, I'll come, like, you know, in the bottom 80% of a daily, and I'll be like, these are stupid, I just want to use Omega Penny. But for now, I am not only having a good time, but I think, like, these runs are helping to keep me, you know, in a good place in my professional life, as weird as that might sound. So, I really want to, you know, I want to stay focused on them. I want to do as best as possible. I think we've made a lot of progress in our Isaac skill as a result of our, you know, daily performances. And I'm impressed with where we're ranking, dude. I do have to say, at the risk of coming across as maybe a little bit braggadocious, I am impressed with the way these runs have gone. Now, this is a bit of a tough... That hurts deep in my soul. This is a bit of a tough call. Do we give a shit about Blue Candle? It's a small... That one was bad as well. It's a small price to pay. 15 cents is not breaking the bank for us, especially with counterfeit penny. Apparently, angel statues give you a huge damage multiplier. Not damage multiplier, but score multiplier. It affects your... And again, this is if one person on Twitter is to believe. You know who you are! I'm putting you on the spot right now. That was actually super my bad. It affects your exploration modifier. You gave me the exact formula, so I'm not assuming that you are incorrect, but... We could, like, if I'm being honest, we could use the damage. I don't know how you died, just lucky misses, quite honestly. But we could use the damage from Blue Candle. I am disappointed with the damage that I took on this floor. I was like, you know what, in my head I was starting to think, maybe we can have one of those mythical, like, I didn't take any hits at all sort of runs. No such luck, though. Magic 8-Ball with an Emperor, Hanged Man. Well... We're 40 seconds behind schedule now, and we've done a lot on this floor. I am going to try to finish it off here. I have faith. Pop Hanged Man right now, because we want to go to that curse room. Getting in for free is a start, at least. Doesn't leave us a whole lot of time for the back half of this, you know, pre-boss rush run, but... We are also clearing out the remaining rooms relatively quickly, so... How is this plausible? You should be dead like 1,000 times over. I do think we made the right decision with Eye of Belial, man. It's the Eye of Belial, it's the piercing of tears. Double damage after you've contacted enemies. And the last known subscriber, there you go, that one works. The last known subscriber gives his likes in the night. Alright, we gotta go faster. This is really just, unnecessarily slow. But if we raise our damage potential, which I'm gonna try to do right now, I think we're gonna be fine. And I'm also gonna buy this. And the chariot is fine. There's a chance, you know, that we find a blood bank, and that would make this pretty valuable. Yeah, I've fudged this one up a little bit, because we want to be out of this floor, like, within the next 90 seconds, which strikes me as unlikely. Albeit, decidedly not impossible. Mega Fatty? So, I mean, Mega Fatty is the kind of enemy that makes you extremely glad that you took Blue Candle. We're gonna save a chariot card for the potentiality of a of an arcade. I actually, in spite of myself, I think that boss rush is not gonna be a problem. Blue Candle is doing some excellent work here. We may have to... It's fine. We may have to sort of speed through some floors, and I think I'm okay with that. The thing is, Blue Candle is like... It's only really viable right now on enemies that have a lot of HP. Or, well, yeah. Because Book of Belial, or not Book of Belial, but Eye of Belial, is doing amazing work at taking out, you know, wide swaths of enemies that have not very much HP. That's not a second secret. I'm stunned, is a better word. I'm stunned that that is not a second secret room. I would have thought like 100% odds. Speaking of which, we got a pretty good chance of a deal with the devil here. Not 100%, but pretty good. We get HP. I don't think we take it yet. We should have taken it. But to be honest, we'll start with this. Grab this. Both of these are incredibly useful. We don't compromise Whore of Babylon. And now, do I learn from my mistakes or do I continue to try to min-max this floor? I am addicted to that top 100, dude. I want it, even if it... You know, if we take a swing at the top 100 and miss, we probably end up in like 400. So it's a compromise for certain. We're not too far behind schedule. Like the shop struck. Oh, we got very lucky that he took that shot there. The shop strikes me as useful here. That's not going to be secret room. Steam Sale is a wonderful selection. By the way, oh, that was such bad damage, but don't freak out. Don't freak out. Calm yourself. Blood pressure rose there. No Steam Sale is a bummer, but life goes on. It's the eye of the spider. It's poison in one bite. Rest assured, I'm an excellent fighter. Okay, let's... Was that a deep cut Minecraft YouTube reference? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Man, NL, we had the same childhood. Don't lump me in with you. I was like 21 when Eye of the Spider came out, okay? This is not part of my childhood. This is a part of my, you know, my irony years. So again, we kind of want to be out of this floor within the next, like, minute and a half. It's pretty optimistic. But we have an avenue for mad points right now, if I'm being honest. And that avenue is Lucky Rock. I do wish to take less damage. This is a good daily, and a lot of people are going to have a great time on today's daily. I would like to be amongst them and not take so much meaningless damage that really has no reason to exist. See, now that's the kind of bomb you can take home to mom. Get small rock. Very, very meaningless speed downgrade. Come on. This is... The Beautiful Creep. The Beautiful Creep. I haven't listened to The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. I mean, I was the kind of kid who was like, hey, that song's pretty catchy, but I can't buy it because I might be possessed by the devil. I was not a particularly religious child, but I was like, I heard that guy had his lower rib removed so that he could suck on his own penis. That's cool, but at the same time, I can't support that with my hard-earned record dollars. Plus a CD was like $900 back in the day. We gotta check it. Bozo, party time. It was a damage upgrade, and now we look like a clown. Even more so than usual. Sure, you know what? What kind of person would I be if I didn't try to make the daily... I mean, I have to make the daily work, but I want it to work under my terms. And I do think that with good damage, Dr. Fetus is, like, completely acceptable. And I'm really, really thankful... Shot speed's too high, but I'm really, really thankful that we got, Blue Candle, although I would replace it with Shoop the Whoop now, if we get the chance. I'm really, really thankful we got Blue Candle, which is just a nice non-bomb damage source. Because, like, Belial tiers are way better for a room like this, that's obvious, but having infinite bombs, you know, it has its value. Great, 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 great. No Shoop the Whoop, that's fine. I actually think, and, you know, not just... blowing smoke up your ass. I think that we probably are going to be slower as a result of having this. Also, it's going to be a fucking nightmare for dealing with, that was not very smart. It's going to be a nightmare for dealing with Mom. Any boss with, you know, very brief periods of being able to be hit, it's going to be a problem, but... And any boss with speed, as you're noticing here as well. Sweet, dude. Any minute now. Dude, are you... Fuck you. I hate you. Okay, so what are we doing? We're actually going to save for certain the Chariot card. And you might be saying, NL, what, you're leaving behind all this hard-earned money. Yeah, I know about that. At the same time, you know, I'm up against it here. How did that not hit me? Good work, buddy. Okay, so we're saving the Chariot card for the Mom fight. Alright, so at this point, life is very simple. We very much wish to go to our boss rush. I think we're well equipped to handle boss rush. What we're gonna do... Wow, I do not like that our bombs go through enemies. What we're gonna do is use the Chariot card on the Mom fight. In all likelihood, at least. You know what? Why risk it? Okay. K-was. That's what I get, dude. Oh, we'll be fine. Just take 25 minutes to do whatever. Okay, might as well kill this guy in case we have to go back. Fuck it. You know we got your back like chiropractic. If the bitch do you dirty, we'll wipe her ass out as in detergent. What was that? Dude, he jumped over it. Like, what can you do to... You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you as well. We are an idiot. There was, like, actually zero reason to take Dr. Fetus on this run. We've squandered a beautiful run! No, this is fine. This is fine, dude. All you need to do is get, Mama Mega. You can do it. You can do it. We have to. We're not gonna make boss rush. So, just get Mama Mega. Steam sale is doubtlessly a good pickup. A 3 cent, there's options. Absolutely. I'm not joking here. We have to get Mama Mega. Does this thing take longer to blow up if we do it this way? Oh, fuck. I don't think the Omega Penny, like, I think we have to stick with what we got. There's boss rush, by the way. Boss rush has gone up in smoke. Sure, okay, Crooked Penny. Fuck. Alright, so now we have to make Hush. And we sort of have to break the run at this point. This is, by the way, entirely 100% my bad. Trust me when I say it burns me up more than it burns you up right now. All we had to do was not take, Dr. Fetus, and we're fucking fine. Instead... had to be Captain fucking who gives a shit about our bombs here. I'm a little mad. I'm not actually demonstrably upset. But we had cultivated a good run that we had worked semi-hard for. And then we squandered it by just being a little bit on the overly zany side. But you know what? That is in keeping with my character. So I'm not exceptionally pissed off. We can still make a good run happen here. That's a new low, though, to hit myself with High Priestess by being... okay. You're in full tilt poker right now. Stop doing what you're doing. The bombs need to explode faster, dude. We need fast bombs or something. You've taken way too much damage, and we're now in damage control, if I'm being honest. Is there any way in the future I can get a shot speed decrease? Hush is all important now. But in order to make Hush good... By the way, you can't use Swallowed Penny to cheese this anymore, so I think I'm just gonna take Binky to get that Spirit Heart. This is gonna be a nightmare. We were doing so well. Good work, team. Good work, team. Keep it up. Plenty of money. So the way that we use Swallowed Penny is no longer to, it's not Swallowed Penny, it's Crooked Penny, but the way that we use Crooked Penny is no longer to, try to double an item pedestal that we took an item from. Instead, it's to, try to double an item pedestal while it still exists. So we're gonna take the Polaroid. We're gonna move on here. I'm frightened, to be honest with you, about our chances here. We do have unlimited money. If we can make it to the Hush fight, might have a chance to recoup some level of goodness here. We haven't really found a good opportunity to use Crooked Penny so far. As this is not an XL floor, I mean, we do want to get out of here in a timely fashion. It's a bummer. But now, this is a good time for us to... You know, my daily meditation's been all squandered, dude. I was having a great time. Wow, I'm actually a good Isaac player. I haven't taken any damage. Oh, I've taken a little damage. Oh, I've ruined the whole run accidentally. Okay, so what... How do we recover from this perceived problem? It's very simple, I think. We have a floor to relax on. Try to do so, you know? You stay away from me, please. Thank you. And the run is only squandered if we believe it's squandered. You know, we're not going to get top 10 on today's daily. It's basically a mathematical impossibility. Doesn't mean we can't do okay, though. At least we got one. Should have stuck with Blue Candle as well. That's, I mean, I made some decisions on the last floor in the heat of the moment that were a little regrettable, although not entirely catastrophic. Our main focus at this point should just be trying to finesse this win. And particularly, you know, you want to win with a Hush fight in there. That's not that easy to swing right now. So I would, you know, in a way, we've taken our probably fairly easy daily challenge, and we've made it much harder than it needs to be. But it's still certainly a challenge, you know? We got one aspect of it still intact here. We will probably need every available advantage, which is why I'm coming to these rooms and trying to swing something here. No value to doubling the white pony. Very easy fight, though. And we did get a deal. There is a value to doubling that. There's no real value to taking this except permanent Polaroid invincibility. Take it. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Because then we can take this and take this. And we get a shot speed down with the tears up, which is actually what we want. And again, you're going to hate me for this, but there's no reason to duplicate. We actually wouldn't even want to duplicate the HP upgrade unless things got really, really bad. You know what? I think we want to save our keys as well. This allows us to stay in the Whore of Babylon state. And Demon Baby, you know, not the best damage dealer in the world, but does help us out. I don't really want to finish this room, but we've come this far. In the end, does it really matter? I don't know. That's for you and Lincoln Park to decide. I mean, the easy way to calculate how far behind we are is just, you know, what does Boss Rush give us? Well, it gives you, please, thank you. It gives you 4,444 points. This is not very helpful right now. So we are going to be at least 4,000 back. Not many ways to recuperate there. But we're going to try. I will say, like, if my first instinct, man, I should have trusted it. But people always, you know, everything's on many things that seem simple are on a situational basis, in my opinion. Everyone always goes, you know, on a test, Double check your answers to make sure you didn't misread anything. Oh, that was almost terrible. But also, you know, if you get confused, if you think you've got it between two answers, go with your first instinct. It's conflicting advice, my dudes. Should I trust my instinct, or should I double check? What's the value of the first instinct? I don't believe in instincts. I believe that instinct is a term for information that is hard to see consciously, but you are aware of unconsciously. For example, people always go, I don't know, I was just getting a shiver down my spine. Yeah, you gotta trust your instincts. Or maybe you were in the forests late at night. It turns out there was a bear around the corner. Yeah, that's not your animal brain being like, something's not right. That's, you know, it's, I mean, I'm just gonna say it's obvious is what I'm trying to say. I don't believe in instincts. I believe in the power of the human mind. Don't twist that to be new agey unnecessarily. I mean it in a scientific fashion. Instincts are the most new age shit. It's just because the concept of them's been around for 10 million years that people think it's so guaranteed freaking. I'm just mad. That's basically the crux of it, is that I'm mad at myself for that very needless pickup. But it's very lame as well. I'm closing in on 30. I see, you know, clips of streamers sometimes. They're raging. I don't like it. It's a bad look is what I'm trying to say. When you're 22, it's not that bad. You know? You got different priorities in your life. You think this is the worst thing that's ever happened. I understand that. When you're closing in on 30, you know, it's a bad look. You make a mistake in a video game, you get mad fucking tilted, son. That being said, I'm coming to terms with our own mortality here. I think there's a very real chance that we die against Hush. It would be very nice to get a deal with the devil that gave us Abaddon. That's not Abaddon. Okay, I mean, we should take 9 lives, as much as I hate to admit it, because it could lead to a very protracted death here. I still stand by it. And now we can hopefully use the Omega Penny to some good effect here. I'm thankful we've made it this far, and I mean that very sincerely. Because there were times when it looked like it might not happen, so, I mean, we shouldn't take that yet. That's a bad idea. Number 1 is probably the wrong call. We really, I mean, we do want to double these. Good. That's actually good. Because I want quad shot. I want to shoot less often and shoot more bombs. And I want PhD. And PhD is going to give us a good pill. Okay. Then I want PhD again to get another good pill. 4 shots is enough, in my opinion. We get a power pill. That's smart. We did a smart thing there that I'm actually very happy with. What is this? Buddy in a box. So that's our passive buddy in a box that we saw in the mod spotlight recently. Lover's card does nothing for us. We have so much money, though. We should buy keys. Buy the pill. It's explosive diarrhea, which we actually do want. Could have found a black market or something there. So just any way that we can recover a little bit points-wise here. Honestly, well, I guess we don't really need explosive diarrhea in hindsight. Do we care about fruitcake? Can fruitcake even give us good status effects? Or do we care about, oh, that's what we're looking for. Do I care about number 1, which is going to let us shoot faster but not as far? You know what? I don't want Bob's Rotten Head, so see you later. Not interested. Mild point increase. I think we'd rather have fruitcake just in case we can get, you know, like holy light bombs or something like that. I really don't want to shoot bombs much closer to ourselves, although I'll admit sometimes that would be a good thing. Power pill is what we want. Again, we might as well buy these. As you saw, it gave us more points for 1, and then also, you know, for 2, you know, we just get all of our money back, like, immediately. Okay, so we get the occasional glitter bomb out of that. We don't want the Eternal Heart unless we absolutely, like, need it to survive. So, I would say, like, okay, we do get the status effects, dude. That's pretty good. I would say strap in for the long haul. This is not going to be a fast Hush fight. We got the occasional sad bomb, it seems. Which, given the fact that our tiers are pretty solid, is relatively good in its own right. Wait, we get a Serpent's Kiss effect out of our bombs sometimes as well. So we're trying to, like, non-destructively throw our bombs in there. We can shoot a little faster. Did you see that? I'm not a huge fan of that. The bomb that loops around us. And I gotta be honest with you. This is what makes dailies for me. People always make high-minded comparisons between video games and real life. You know, if you criticize a video game, you're like, I don't really like the combat system. The combat system is like real life, man. You can't criticize it. My platonic ideal for video games is not to be a superior experience or a one-to-one simulation of real life. However, I will say that I'm going to rebuke my own suggestion there and say that the dailies are like life, man. You know the expression, you know, you want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. Today I planned to do very well on this daily, and you know what? I made a mistake and we got sidetracked. It's very easy to look back on the tale of our daily here, or the tale of someone's life, and be like, that thing was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Would have been smarter if we did I hate that. Would have been smarter if we did something else. Doesn't take a genius to identify mistakes most of the time. I'm not absolving us of our mistakes, but what I am saying is, I think we've done a pretty good job on this daily of recovering from what was basically a nearly catastrophic mistake. And as a result, we are going to be rewarded. We're not going to have a great rank today, but we're going to have a rank that is better than it could have been if I had just eaten shit. I mean, I'm not a perfect human being. There were some times throughout this daily thus far that I have thought to myself, I wish that this daily didn't exist. But you know what? We've come out of it on the other side as maybe even, dare I say, a better Isaac player. Now, we're not done, but I do, like, kind of eulogize on the Hush fight because, I mean, it's the hardest part of the run in all likelihood. So we are going to the cathedral. That's fine. I think our ceiling is like low 40s on this run. Maybe high 30s now that I see we didn't actually get a bonus for coming down to this floor. Wow, good. You know what? Honestly, great shot. You got me. This is a celebration of Isaac now, not a celebration or a glorification of me. Wow. Okay. You're gonna think that was the dumbest damage I've ever taken. It's actually not. One of those enemies had a fucking tractor beam, and they were sucking me in. That's my own bomb. Okay, so effectively, now we're throwing our whole run into question again. On a big room, it's very nice to have all these bombs. On a small room, it's a little scary, isn't it? Just looking for secret rooms. You know, we get these scatter bombs. Oh, good shot. Bombs that split into other bombs. It's a little dicey. Help me. I want to save Power Pill for, like, a boss fight or something, but... Butt bombs, thank you. More butt bombs. Look at this money. I recognize this money is worth something, by the way. It's not worth a ton. But we are gaining some points. Even though we're at 99 cents. So I'm in just survival mode right now. I'm going to try to double that. He's done it. Cursed Dice is it's a daily winner. That can take you to #1 on the leaderboards, but I don't understand it. So, in contrast to the average daily, and some of you will be very pleased to hear this, I'm going to be just worried about making it to the actual exit here. So, I am apologetic, but at the same time, very frightened. I'm going to be happy when this run is over. And again, I do stand by the idea that although if you just look at the rank, Sinvicta, you're going to look at this and be like, you guys, I mean, you're going to think I fucked this up somehow. And you're going to be absolutely right. But I think we've actually persevered in a way that is, I mean, toot to my own horn, but like emblematic of good character. One thing's for sure, I'm not taking fucking Marked. Are you out of your damn mind? So I'm going to use the Emperor, but I'm not going to end the run when we use the Emperor. The guy said low 40s, maybe a little unrealistic. We have 5 luck, so I would like to, you know, get more items here. Easy fight. However, I would also like to, survive. So having that trophy available early is pretty important. Yes, I think this is actually good. Which is why I turned it into 2 pennies. We don't have, any rocks, so I don't mind this. And I would actually give up... I would actually give up Swallowed Penny, which is Crooked Penny, of course, for... I'm not doing that on purpose, by the way. My brain is just... It's got the memory address of Swallowed Penny for some reason. You know, it's operator error. Or surgeon, please help me. Error. I've killed some bosses. Does this charge me? Apparently not. Maybe it's only the boss of the floor. Either way, the HP is useful. Gotcha. Doctor, doctor, tell me the news. I've got a nomenclature misuse. Please stop. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing. Well, who's laughing now? See, that's an old joke. It's been repurposed for Amy Schumer now. Amy Schumer was a little girl. She wanted to be a comedian and everyone laughed at her. Well, who's laughing now? I don't, you know, I don't have an opinion on the Amy Schumer debacle, which is an opinion in and of itself in today's highly politicized environment. But still, ooh, a holy mantle. Don't dislike that. No reason to double it. So we're gonna be at like 33,000. It's probably a realistic place for this run to end. To be in the top 100, we would need like 40,000. So I'm not proud of myself. Probably like 44,000 actually, but I'm not proud of myself. It's all because of Dr. Fetus, but I am the one who took Dr. Fetus, so I take full responsibility for that. And mostly I'm just embarrassed, but, you know, that is the way the cookie crumbles. In Isaac, sometimes, I don't want that. I don't want either of those. In Isaac, sometimes, it is the unfortunate case that one item can, like, drastically change / ruin, a run. Things, for a long time, looked like we would actually die. So the fact that we didn't, I think, is a point that I'm going to build on for our next run. You know, what's very nice about our daily performances so far, I haven't had a daily that I have just straight up... I mean, I've had some bad dailies, but I haven't had any dailies where I'm like 80th percentile. And I'm not trying to... Because you guys, you're my people. You're my audience. And I recognize that, you know, a lot of you are super fans of Isaac. A lot of you watch these videos and you're getting like those top 100 spots on the leaderboard. But a lot of you watch these episodes and you might do like a daily a month. So I'm not trying to insult the people who are, you know, basically fodder for my ego and make up the bottom of the leaderboard because they're bad and shitty people. I'm just joking, of course, with my characterization there. I'm exaggerating for comic effect. But suffice it to say, for better or for worse, I am more or less a professional Isaac player. And, you know, if Roger Federer played some, you know, a tennis match against, like, a dude who was half decent from your local club, and he lost, you'd be like, Roger Federer's got some problems today. You know, is he alright? We haven't had a run that has completely fucked us. Is it Balls of Steel? Oh, explosive diarrhea. And I'm happy about that. We've avoided complete catastrophe. And today we almost had complete catastrophe. We held it together at the last second. I wouldn't say that I'm too proud of myself because I was the reason that the situation got dire to begin with. And we doubled down on our mistake, which is the truly unacceptable part, is that, you know, after we picked up our... I mean, we don't really want to double it. After we picked up Dr. Fetus, which we should not have done, we then fucked it up by taking Swallowed Penny instead of Blue Candle. Sort of forgetting or wanting to forget that it's been nerfed. And it hasn't been very good for us. But again, you know, potential... Ooh, that was bad. Potential operator error, admittedly. And the chest has gone okay. But I think we're going to end up... We're going to leave with a valuable lesson on today's daily. And that lesson is like, hey, don't take Dr. Fetus unless you absolutely need the damage. Like, as a lark, it's not that good. As a LARP, though... It's amazing. Yeah, that's right. Live action role playing. I did get hit. Okay, slow your roll. Slow your roll. Slow your roll! My roll has been sped up, dude. How many layers of roll are you on right now? I don't know, like 5 or 6, my dude. Okay. Well, spent like 90% of this daily being like, it's not your fault, but... It is my fault, and that's okay. We've recovered. We've done okay. All things considered, I think I can leave with my head held semi-high, even though my leaderboard position is probably going to fall as a result. On a daily that I was actually doing pretty good on. Yeah, honestly, 228 is not that bad, man. That's going to be like top 1.5 to 2%, maybe. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.